Hello, students. Okay, we're going to talk about week 5 and the stuff that you need to know. So for week 5, some of these ideas may seem like a little bit far apart, but they are all coming to the conclusion that you can understand why the Revolutionary War, the American War for Independence happened, and kind of why the fallout from that was what it was. Okay. So first thing you need to be able to do is explain how common sense changed colonial thought and led to the Declaration of Independence. Then the second thing I need you to be able to do is describe why somebody might be a patriot and why somebody might be a loyalist. And you could kind of use your information from common sense to help that. Like, obviously, common sense persuaded some people, but then didn't persuade others. You can explain what the Declaration of Independence is, why it was important, and what it says. And then the last thing I want you to be able to do is explain the ways that Thomas Jefferson was human. So in our last unit, we talked about historical myth and how we kind of create these like stories about these events that aren't always true. We do that same thing for people. Except for when we do it for people, we call it heroification, and we turn people into heroes and they're like perfect. And our founding fathers were not perfect. They were very deeply flawed people. And they were very people. So we are going to focus on Thomas Jefferson because his highs were so high and his lows were so low. And so he's kind of an easy person to talk about this. But with all of our founding fathers, whether we're talking about Thomas Jefferson or Benjamin Franklin or George Washington or Hamilton, I want you guys to recognize that while there are definitely things to admire in these people, they're also people. And so they make mistakes. They have racist opinions. They do dumb things too. Okay. So in your note sheet, which should look like this. So if you are looking at the assignment, this is your assignment, right? You're going to download or open up the notes. If you want to print them off, you can print them off. Your note sheet looks like this. Here you do your vocabulary. This will help you so you can remember those vocabulary terms later on rather than just having them come in one year and out next. You've got some spaces to fill in some stuff about common sense and philosophy, which you should have already done, so you can just fill that out really quickly. And then some space for patriots and loyalists, the Declaration of Independence, and Thomas Jefferson. You will need to turn this in this week because I want to see what you guys are kind of thinking and how it's going. So I will ask you to turn it in later, but just so you know, do it so you can turn it in. All right, I will see you Thursday. We will be working on this on Thursday together. So obviously get your vocabulary done. But if you're just totally lost on how to fill out the rest of it, then we'll be talking about that on Thursday. Good luck.